What's up, guys? I haven't made these videos for a long time. We're gonna be watching True Stories animation. Subscribe. I have been in coma for years now. I need one that's better. I'm just gonna close my eyes and pick one. What did I pick? Close my eyes again.
What if you invested $5 a day, every day, and you invested the spare change from everything you buy? And what if your market returns were reinvested automatically? And imagine...
Hi, my name is Charlotte, and
Okay,
recently,
I'll tell you the
my
truth.
darkest
This is
secret
my
got
favorite,
revealed.
but,
Well,
I put it on
I'm not
hold.
sure if it's that dark,
I
but
wish it was my
it has
favorite.
always made me feel ashamed of myself. My problem started to develop at the age of 13,
My first
when I was going
obsession.
through lots of... Hi, my name is Charlotte, and
Charlotte.
recently, my darkest secret got revealed. Well, I'm not sure if it's that dark, but it has always made me feel ashamed of myself. My problem started to develop at the age of 13, when I was going through lots of problems. Dealing with my parents, friends, schoolwork, and all got me under too much pressure. And my way of dealing with it was the most disturbing thing you could think of. I started pulling out my own hair. Yeah, you heard me right.
Wait, what did she... Wait, let me repeat what she said. Guys, hear closely.
My way of dealing with it was the most disturbing thing you could think of. I started pulling out my own hair.
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, you heard me right.
Guys, don't pull out your hair. It's gonna hurt. And who, like... Now what? There's my roommate or my next door neighbor. He's taking out... She's taking out her head. Where are you?
I'm just like the old crazy lady in movies that uncontrollably keeps pulling out her hair. But unlike the movies, my problem is real and very serious. Because I can't stop doing it, and it's making me go bald. While stopping this habit might seem for some people like a simple thing to do, for me, it's the hardest thing in the world. In fact, I've tried to stop several times, and it has been nothing but a series of failed attempts. The thing is, whenever I pull out my hair, I instantly feel like I'm getting the stress relief I need, and it feels so satisfying. I somehow start to think better, and I get a feeling that everything is under my control. This annoying and shameful habit has resulted in me...
Wait, guys, please don't do that. It's actually bad for your body. It's not bad for your body, but you take out... your hair is kind of in your body, so don't do that. Please.
Going bald, and it became my worst nightmare. I thought about it day and night, and ironically, it was stressing
If it became your worst nightmare, how about stop?
me out so much that it caused me to pull out even more hair. Not only that, but before my problem with pulling out my hair started, I was one of the prettiest girls at my school, and people always complimented my looks. But now, I hardly feel pretty anymore. I hide my bald spots with a hat or a hoodie, and I wear baggy clothes that don't draw attention to me. I walk around school with my head down, purposely try to keep a low profile, because it makes it easier to hide my insecurity and never talk about it to anyone. Until one day, my parents called me in my dad's office, and it was time to discuss my issue. Even though they were my parents, I still found it hard to open up about it. But they were very patient with me and kept trying until I finally spoke. I ran into my mother's arms as I started crying. I told her that I feel like a bald freak and that I'm very embarrassed from my problem. My mother comforted me and said that she and Dad will make sure I overcome this.
Wait, guys, wait here. Wait. I'm sorry I keep stopping the animating story, so I'm not gonna do any more, I promise. Guys, I guess I need to do it outside. Guys, I know I'm not gonna see it, but you guys can watch it this
He
way.
then suggested that I start going to a special therapist who offers help and treatment to trichotillomania. Also, as a temporary solution, they said they would buy me a good quality wig that looks like my natural hair. I was so happy. Everything my parents offered seemed to ease my problem and make me feel better, and I was very excited about getting a wig. Shortly after, my mother and I went to the hair salon and chose a wig that matched my real hair color. I put it on and looked at myself in the mirror. I could hardly believe what I was seeing. I was amazed. I felt like I finally started to get my old self back, which made my eyes tear up. I knew that the next day at school, I will go in there with my head up high and will walk around with confidence for a change. The next day, I woke up feeling really enthusiastic about going to school. I wore my wig and put on some nice clothes, and when I got there, I noticed I was turning heads. As everybody was looking at me and thinking how beautiful I am, or perhaps how different I looked. However, my happiness did not last long, and it was too good to be true. Some of the snobby girls, like Jessica and Ashley, started gossiping about me. And soon enough, there was a rumor going around that I was wearing a wig. I tried to ignore that negativity and went on with my day. But Jessica and Ashley wouldn't let it go. At lunchtime, both of them came up to me and started asking all kinds of
Jessica and Ashley are actually stupider than the world.
questions that had one goal: to embarrass me in front of everyone. They were like, "Wow, Charlotte, your hair looks gorgeous. What kind of product do you use for your wig? I mean hair." And they were laughing hysterically. I felt so uncomfortable and just wanted to leave the scene. But when I started walking in the opposite direction, Jessica screamed, "Where do you think you're going?" And she grabbed my wig and pulled it towards her. I froze in my place as I felt my wig coming off. And suddenly everyone's eyes were focused on me. I could feel everyone staring at my semi-bald head with shock. And at that moment, I wished I could just disappear from Earth. But also, I was fuming with anger. I looked at Jessica and Ashley, and I wanted to kill them.